Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of ES Repair. I am your host, the WhizKid. Today, I'm going to show you how to clean a carburetor on a Poland chainsaw. It's about a 16-inch bar on it. It's a Poland Wood Shark. The model is it's a 2006 model. P331 4WSA 802046. As you can see on the sticker there, I'm doing this by myself. I ain't got a cameraman, so I'm having to do the camera and the work all by myself. You want to start by taking these screws out here. There's 1, 2, 3 of them. One there, one over here, one up here in front. Well, I've got the air top off for the carburetor. It comes off with a flat screwdriver or a star wrench. I used a flat screwdriver, so I don't know what size. Then you take your cover off the air filter here. Then the air filter, that white thing there, is underneath it. Take it out. And there's 2 screws to get to the carburetor. Before we take anything apart, let's look at how everything is positioned, where what's located and orientated, for easier put back together reference later. Which way switches or levers are facing, up or down, etc. How stuff ran and hooked up. You've also had to get these 2 nuts here off with a 5/16 socket. You've also got a Allen or a star screw up here that's got to come off. Okay, I got the cover off, the air filter back plate cover. That screw was a T25, and I'm not mistaken, it also fit these screws here. I took the throttle control lever here out of the handle here. All it does is just slide out that way after you take it out there. And it just works in there at an angle on the throttle linkage side on the carburetor. Next, it might be a little stuck on there. So as you can tell, this saw is a practically new saw. It's about 5 years old now, but it's hardly been used. That's why it's so clean, and because it's been sitting a lot, but which is also why the carburetor stopped up, because it's set with fuel in it. So, which is good, because it ain't got a mess to work with. You got to pop these 2 lines off here, your fuel line. Pay attention to what goes where and how they're routed. Then we get the carburetor. Well, like I said, I got the carburetor off. It's going to be fun, because as you can see, this is a weird looking carburetor. It's got its own little chamfer up here for the air to go through, which comes off these 2 screws here. But the good news is, once you get that piece off there for that air, it's more or less just a basic regular carburetor. But you never tie it, but for your small, basic small engine carburetor. Take that off to get to your needle valve. Take this off to get to the other little flap down there, the little gasket. But if you'll notice here, the 2 air screws there have special heads on them. That is where you need a special tool. They're kind of like an Allen socket or spline head. Okay, I got the carburetor cleaned. It's still pretty much already clean to begin with. Main problem I had was even with the needle valve out, the fluid wouldn't go down through the hole where the needle valve goes, which shows the screen it goes down there, which is the little thing right there is stopped up. So when I took the screen out, it went right through. So that's probably basically all that's wrong with this carburetor. Gas it so long as it stopped the screen up. I don't have no other kind of screen to go in it. So what I'm going to do is make me a little tiny hole in that screen with a nail. Okay, I made me a little hole in the screen with a nail. I hope you can see it there. The camera ain't really all that cracked up to be on high definition. But I don't want to change it in the middle of a film. Anyway, all I got to do now is put it all back together and check the other ends. Well, as you can see, I've got the carburetor clean and back together and back on. Got my lines on, my linkages, and my faceplate here. All I like is that screw and the 2 nuts, and she'll more or less be ready to start. When you're doing this, good idea to check the condition of your fuel line to make sure they ain't dry rotted. Your primer bulb's alright, and your fuel filter. And I've already put my throttle linkage back. I mean, it's ready to go. All that night was just putting the screws in it. I'm sorry I wasn't able to walk you through all the carburetor like I normally do, but they're pretty much basically the same as the other ones I've done. But it's hard to hold a camera, especially when the battery's half dead, with one hand and do a two-handed job at the same time. So next I'm going to tighten this down, put my air filter in the cover and the other cover, and we'll try her out. And well, I guess you can tell by the way the saw is pounding and acting that I got it running. It might still need a tad bit of tuning though, but oh well. Anyway, this has been another ES repair. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.